What's up, guys? Welcome back indeed to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Centurions, and some people think this is one of the next best decks. So let's check it out. I do definitely feel like they have some pretty dang good combos, and when you could go ahead and stop all of your opponent's cards from being able to be played, well, that's a pretty good effect. Now, originally when I saw this, I thought they were kind of like bootleg Crystal Beasts, because that's kind of what they are. They get to respecial themselves. I mean, you literally have one that's basically a Pegasus, where it just gets to throw another one in their back row, and then they resummon themselves, and you can basically make it a synchro deck, which is interesting. You can actually go for 8s and 12s quite consistently, and you have a lot of cards to just bring out additional cards, and you recycle, and you get to basically pop one during your opponent's turn. But if you combo it fully, especially when you're going first, I'll show you guys one of the cool cards that you can make that basically just gives you like a GG. I have a few variety of builds over here, courtesy, well, this one's from Ree over here. You'll see how these different builds play out. There's a lot of room for a lot of innovation in this deck. It's kind of a toolbox-ish deck, with the exception of, well, you're going to be making level 12s. Specifically, look at this play, though. This play was really hype. The Dreaming Numerelli is going to be able to get rid of everything, because for every 3 face down of one of your banished cards, which, well, there's quite a lot over here. It's 19. You get to actually banish up to 1 card from your opponent's field and or graveyard face down, and then just shuffle 1 face down banished cards into the deck for each card banished by this effect. So this card is going to be able to pop off right here. But this is their main boss monster in the deck. It's a level 12 synchro, and it's really easy to make because when you summon one of them, it can be actually treated as a level 8 because it can be increased its level by 4. So you get to make this really easy in the deck, and this is kind of the bread and butter. This and one of the other synchros in here, like the bread and butter is this and Crimson Dragon. That's what we're going to be primarily making in the deck. And then Crimson Dragon will go right into one of the like most OP cards of all time, Hot Red Dragon Archfiend King Calamity, where once it's synchro summoned, you can activate this effect where your opponent can't activate cards. Your opponent can't activate cards for the rest of their like where is it? In response to this card's activation, but it's for the rest of this turn. Yeah, your opponent can activate cards pretty much, and it's a pretty good effect, which you're going to see. The last duel is really spicy with this card, but nonetheless, that and this is like the main cards you go for. Anyways, this card, when it comes out, your monster with 2,000 or less to attack can't be destroyed by battle, and so like it lets you keep your trash monsters up for like the next following plays, because most of the stuff is like once per turn anyways. So anyways, if it's special summon, you get to draw a card, then you can destroy a monster your opponent controls with the highest attack, and then during the end phase, you get to place a non-synchronous Centurion from your hand or graveyard face up. So basically, you get to recycle your cards that you made to make this card, and you basically just keep on making synchros. This deck is a grind game deck, but you can actually do a little of damage as well. So unfortunately, we lost everything. Reed just lost his entire board, but can he come back? Well, the answer is yes. Faith the Centurion just goes Primera. Primera is going to go activate its effect and going to go ahead and search out a card, and the guy's just like, all right, GG. Player ended it right over there because, well, he's only got 2, and, well, this card doesn't really do anything other than that effect when it came out, and he just has an Eater of Millions, which would more likely not survive, so he just decided to GG out of there because, well, he doesn't have any other cards really to banish anymore. So the deck can definitely come back off of 1 card. It's one of those archetypes where, like, 1 card comebacks are definitely a thing. Now, this one by Parsa is a crazy mix-up. He has the Horus deck mixed in with Volcanics. It's pretty crazy. Just watch and see this build, and I give you guys a variety here, so you're going to be in for a little bit of a treat. So starting right off, it's kind of the bread and butter just to, again, you're going to be making Legadia, and then he's going to go activate Bonfire, going for a Volcanic Shell, which was very interesting, and he's going to go and place the Primera in here, so he's going to go and resummon it. So Fenrir is going to be coming out. He's going to activate both of these cards over here, going to be able to special summon, and this card over here is pretty important, and the deck has a lot of searchability, but the field spell is quite important because once you special summon, you can immediately go for a synchro, which is really good. And where is it? Monster special summon, immediately after this effect is resolved, you can synchro summon 1 monster using monsters you control as materia, including a Centurion monster. So that's just if a monster is special summon. That could be yours or your opponent's. And then again, you make Legacia, and Legacia is having the effect where you get to pop one of the cards with the highest attack. Remember, it does have to be the highest attack, but it's your choice of type. So basically, you have like kind of 1 disruption at the end of the day, but it's because the deck reoccurs. Now, this is kind of like a crazy mix-up. He's, again, playing like the Horus Pharaonic cards in here, so he's going to be able to go off, and he's going right into Volcanic Shell, getting that effect to go ahead and go for another one. He's going to activate these other effects, so he can go ahead and maybe chain block, so he can stop certain things, which is kind of nice for the deck. And he still got that Crimson Dragon. Crimson Dragon is super OP because it just makes so you're, well, I mean, that effect where for the rest of the turn, your opponent cannot activate cards. I mean, that's just like one of the most OP things. And then he's summoning all the Horus Pharaonic cards. And I mean, these just add a little bit more damage. It's a crazy mix-up. Haven't really seen it before, but there's a lot of different ways to play. Now let's go ahead and check it out up against over here with 60 card Shenanigans playing a stun variant. I'm going to swap it up so we can see from the POV of the Centurion player. And we have Draw and Lock over here. We've also got the super heavy Samurai. So let's see how this plays out as well. So starting right off, well, he's got the England, and of course M-Pen's coming out, the card that stops a lot of the plays. And he's going to go ahead and Draw and Lock. He's going to go ahead and heal for that measly little 500, but you never know. It may add up. He's going to go ahead and have to pass. We're going to Imperm up. We got a triple tactic thrust ready to go over here. And he's got Primera and Benkei. So see, Imperm going to be saying no to the England. Now we're going to see Shri come out. And now he's going to go make the below M-Pen once again. Flunderies, that card is just so dang powerful, making it so, well, anything that wants to use their effect, well, it's going to have to be in defense position. So you can't activate the effects of special monsters in attack position. So it does definitely hurt a lot of Link decks, and this card has a decent amount of attack. And on top of that, being able to just banish a card in your hand and then make something happen. So you basically get rid of most things. And this deck can play Prosperity in here. So we're going to go ahead and go banish a bunch of cards. And I mean, you definitely have certain cards that you need in the deck, but you might just need that one draw out over here. So he's going to go and activate that. And he's going to go for Apex Avian. So he's got one negation over here. Triple Tactics Thrust is activated. He activates it evenly, but he's got two of them. So he bounces back the Avian, activating another one. Is this card going to be able to come back? Because remember, now he's just got Primera. He still has M-Pen to deal with, though, because that card makes it so he has to special summon everything in defense. So realistically, it's like kind of like no Link plays. And then Legacia is going to be coming out over here, and he's going to go ahead and place the Benkei over there. So it has the pen effect of being able to add a super heavy Samurai Soul from his deck to his hand. And now we see the Rise coming out. He's going to try to get rid of those, but he's just going to activate the effect and just summon it over there. That card is so dang good, just being able to now block that attack. He's going to have to take the 800 to the face, but will he be able to come back from the M-Pen player? So then we're going to be coming out, going for that effect. Now, Trudia is most of the back row ones just get special summon. Again, they're kind of like Crystal Beast, but a lot easier to re-special summon. It doesn't rely off of basically like Carbuncle to get out all of your plays, because once that Carbuncle goes away, it does become a problem. He's going to go ahead and pop the Rise attack over the monster, and he's just going to get rid of it. Now he can attack directly. Numeron Wall comes out over here, and this could become a threat. So now he's going to go ahead and activate the network, and this is going to be where the big spicy Synchro is going to be coming out. Now we're going to see him activate the effects of Primera and Trudia, and now he's going to be able to special summon all of those monsters. So what is he going to be making from this? Because he's got his play right now to go for something, and now he is going to go and use this effect and go for that Crimson Dragon, copying Legacia, and that's because it copies the level. That's how this card works, by the way. So Crimson Dragon will copy the level, and you're going to bring out something that happens to have like the same level, which, hey, this happens to be level 12, and it is going to be a dragon. And then you're going to be able to make so your opponent can't activate any cards or effects, but since he just goes ahead and makes the Infinitrack Mega Collapse, I mean, this card literally can solo carry games. So we're under pressure right now. He's got the Mega Collapse, but are we going to be able to see a comeback over here? And now he looks at his board and he's realizing, well, he decided, I'm not really sure what exactly his thought process was. Maybe reading is hard. I mean, the thing is that this card can't be destroyed by battle except for an Exceed monster, so even if he was attacked with this. Yeah, so it's unaffected by monster effects, so maybe that this could become a problem. He needed to attack directly. I'm not sure if there's really anything else that he could have really done in the situation. Maybe he realized, I can't really out this. That could have been a problem over there. But nonetheless, if you guys want to comment, how could he have gotten out of the situation? But I'll give you guys the deck profiles, but I like that play way random. He definitely did try to put up a fight, but we got a lot more. In fact, I got so much more gameplay from this archetype. I'm gonna go ahead and mouse over the cards real quick in case any of you guys wanted any the archetypes. But Trudia is indeed a pyro, so that's why, by the way, you play a bonfire. But you saw the other one was playing the volcanic shells in here, so you can get some extra little combos with that. That was the guy that was playing it with the Pharaonic Horus, which was a pretty interesting mix-up over here. I have not seen it, because the deck alone, it's kind of hard to play a pure Centurion build, because there's simply not enough cards. We're still in the infancy, I would say, of the archetype, but it's still looking to be a pretty decent one. I mean, again, most decks, I mean, that was the Infinitrack card. But there was very few outs once this card comes out. He made it happen, but he did put up a good fight against the Flu player as well. But yeah, this card, once you make it, you basically GG. I would say like 90% of players once this card comes out, because turn 1 you usually make Legacia, and then on your opponent's turn you go Crimson Dragon, copy like you guys saw from the play, and then this card comes out and just says, well, you're not doing anything for this turn. And then most of the time, if this card survives, you're just stacking a bunch of your cards in the background, and they resummon themselves, as you guys saw. But yeah, I'm just giving you guys a brief little rundown. I'll mouse over the cards just so you guys have the deck profile in case any of you guys do want to go ahead and try the deck yourselves. I'm curious to know what you guys think of it. Do you guys think it's going to be the next best deck? I've been hearing a lot of players saying it's OP. I think the deck is like an okay-ish deck. Not right now. I would say it's a solid deck. It's definitely not like a trash, you know, troll deck, or a deck that you beat, you know, some people at locals with that, it's their first time they're playing legit Crystal Beast in 2023 Kappa. But for the most part, I think it's got some potential. I mean, literally, we just got the introduction of the archetype. If we get any more support, I could definitely see it being like an S tier deck. But as far as it being, one of the best decks, and it's like a tier 0 format where you play this or you lose, I don't think that's the case. But it definitely has some potential to be one of the best decks. I don't think people are wrong on that. But curious to know your thoughts down below. Anyways, if you guys enjoyed the video, drop a like on it. Be new, subscribe, turn on the bell so you don't miss out when we cover more of the new Centurions when they do come out. Take care, and I'll see you next video. Peace.